This video is sponsored by Manscaped, the best in men's grooming. Manscaped is known for their elite bald skills, a little bit like myself. But with the Beard Hedger, they're helping people notice that pretty face too. Our friends at Manscaped are now focusing on their off-the-ball movement with their Beard Hedger Pro Kit. The Beard Hedger Face Trimmer is a waterproof, cordless trimmer which has 20 hair cutting lengths, all with just one guard, so no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. The trimmer has a titanium coated T-blade which is tough on hair but smooth on your face. Just because Manscaped have moved away from the groin doesn't mean they've lost track of the ball, unlike Joe Gomez. They still have the Lawnmower 4.0, the best hygiene tool to help you keep the grass on the pitch the perfect length. The Lawnmower 4.0 ceramic blade reduces cuts and nicks in your most sensitive areas. Unlike me, the trimmer's battery lasts 90 minutes, meaning you could shave your nether regions the length of an entire match if you wanted. You can get a wide range of packages and products at manscaped.com. What's more, you can get 20% off and free delivery using our code Anfield20 at manscaped.com. Celebrate the new season of the beautiful game with your newly beautiful balls and face. I don't know why they say newly beautiful. My face is always beautiful. Look at it. It's amazing. What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Aston Villa preview here on Anfield Agenda. Unfortunately, this is the last game before we head off into the first of two international breaks throughout September and October, but fingers crossed that we can send the lads off on the back of 3 points and a very good start to the campaign. Because when I seen the fixtures, if I said to you that we would get 10 points from a possible 12, I think we'd all have taken that. Well, I certainly would have, looking at the fixtures that we've had. So I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to go through, give you my score prediction for the game, and go through what I think will be Liverpool's starting 11 as well. I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Of course, do drop a like on the video. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, well, you know what to do. So, look, big game coming up. And our watch along will start from 1 PM on Sunday. Unfortunately, if you're in the UK and Ireland, the game isn't going to be shown on TV, meaning you're going to have to get creative for it. So again, I will leave that to you good people to figure out how to do it. Myself, I'll be using the Spanish DAZN account that we use, and we will be starting our watch along from 1 PM. So I hope to see you for that. Let's get stuck into the predictions though. Starting off with the score prediction. What have I gone for here? Well, I don't think you're going to be surprised they've gone for a Liverpool win, but I've gone for a Liverpool 3-1 win, because as confident as I am that we're going to get the result, I'm not confident we're going to keep a clean sheet. So we have no Virgil van Dijk and no Ibrahima Konate for this game for various reasons. Virgil is suspended, Konate is injured. So we're going to have to most likely bring in a centre-back pairing that hasn't played very often together recently. And that makes me think we're probably going to concede. So I think a 3-1 victory, I think you'll agree with me, would be grand. I'd take it at this point in time anyway. I have the height of respect, by the way, for Aston Villa and Unai Emery. I expect this to be a very difficult game, and I've no doubts that Unai Emery will have his team very well prepared. And I hope Jurgen has a trick or two up his sleeve, maybe a little tweak in system. I don't know, but that's where I'm at with the score. So again, let me know if you agree or disagree, but we will now move towards the fun part of this, which is, of course, squad selection. And what have I gone with for the goalkeeper and the centre-backs? I don't think there's any going to be real surprises here for you. Goalkeeper, of course, is going to be the beautiful Alisson Becker. What a man. He is the best goalkeeper in the world, right? We're all on the same page here. You can make arguments to be good keepers in the world, but he's the best by a long way, I think, at this point. So, Alisson Becker in goal. And then we're going to have, I think, Joe Gomez and Joel Matip. Look, there may be an outside chance Jarrell Kwanzaa plays, but I doubt it. So I think we're going to see Joel Matip and Joe Gomez in the centre-back positions. And as I've already stated, they make me a little bit nervous, particularly not knowing which version of them is going to show up. And with the pace of Ollie Watkins, I think they're going to be in for a tough afternoon. So I'm hoping the crowd get behind them. I'm hoping the lads carry on the boost that we would have had from that fantastic win over Newcastle, thanks to Darwin Núñez. And yeah, a victory is what's needed for us to go into this international break. So that's the full-back position, or excuse me, that's the centre-back positions. Now move into the full-back positions. I've gone for Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And of course, with Verge not being there, Trent will take the captain's armband for this game. And I'll let you make up your own mind how you feel about Trent's performances lately. For me, I'm worried because we are going to be exploited down that right hand side. No surer thing than Aston Villa are going to be looking to ping balls in behind Douglas Luiz or McGinn, playing balls over the top for Ollie Watkins to chase into down that side. I have no doubt about it whatsoever. So I'm hoping that, one, we keep 11 men on the pitch, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Having not had 11 men for most of the last 2 games. So I'm hoping that we start off the game well, and we're a little bit more cautious perhaps in defence. Maybe Trent sticks to the right back position a little bit, and maybe we change system a little bit, because I think Emery and Aston Villa will be fully preparing for Trent in that hybrid role of right back and second number 6. And if we can catch them off guard a little bit, maybe it takes them a bit of time to solve that problem, and hopefully we've gone a goal or 2 ahead. So that's where I'm at with the defensive situation. Moving into midfield, again, I don't think you're going to see any surprises here. Fully expect Endo to start the game in the defensive midfield position. Many arguments, of course, for Stefan Bajcetic, but the argument against him is he's had no minutes in pre-season. So I fully expect Endo to start it, and if we're winning, maybe we see Stefan come off the bench to start building up that match fitness. And ahead of him, it's got to be Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister. They are the 2 best we have in that position, and Dominic Szoboszlai has been amazing so far this season, and I'm happy that we have Alexis McAllister back in his better position. You know, we can play in the 6, he's not a natural 6, and I love the pressing that we get from both of these gentlemen. So again, just to speak about what I think is important in this game, we've got to press well, and we've got to make sure that we don't give their midfielders time to get their head up, or their centre-backs to ping those balls in behind. And to do that, you need your front line to press, you need your defensive midfielder to press, you need your attacking midfielders to press, you need to condense that pitch and make life very difficult for Villa. So I think that's the best personnel in midfield to do that job. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Now we get into the attacking end of the pitch, and this is where I think we will all start to have a difference of opinion. So what do we go with? Well, assuming Mohamed Salah is still here, because as I record this, there are talk of a maybe €200 million bid coming in for him. So assuming Mo is still here and he's focused, Mohamed Salah on the right hand side of attack and Lucho on the left side of attack. Diaz has had a brilliant start to this campaign, and he was very unlucky to be the one that was sacrificed, of course, after the Virgil van Dijk red card. So I fully expect him to play in the left, and I'm going to say he scores. I'm feeling another Lucho goal. Then the big question is, who goes through the centre? Is it Diogo Jota? Is it Darwin Núñez? Is it Cody Gakpo? You could make a good argument for any of those 3 gents, but I feel it would be criminal not to reward Darwin Núñez for the match-winning cameo, the 2 goals he scored against Newcastle, by giving him a starting berth in this. So for me, Darwin has to start through the middle. And even if Klopp still feels his pressing isn't up to point, I don't see how you can drop the dude. He's a confidence player. He needs to be rewarded for that cameo, because he was fantastic, and he can give their defence all end of nightmares. Probably Pau Torres going to come in for Aston Villa in defence, because I think one of their centre-backs is injured, if I'm not mistaken. I think was it Tyrone Mings, or one of them went off with a knock recently. So we have a player who's bedding in, new to the league, and isn't a very big physical centre-back. So I expect Darwin to, if he's playing, put himself about, get up in his face and cause them problems. And also, I think, as I've said many times in this video so far, I would find it very difficult to walk into that dressing room and tell the man he's not starting after the performance he put in. I love Cody Gakpo, and normally I would say his position is guaranteed to the centre, and he should be the one starting the press. But I'm also a believer in rewarding people for their good roles, and Darwin Núñez has been nothing short of exceptional in that little cameo against Newcastle, and yeah, I hope he carries that on. So for me, this is the 11, I think. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Joe Gomez and Joel Matip in the centre-back positions, Endo to come in the defensive midfield role with Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister ahead of him, with the front 3 of Mohamed Salah, if he's still here, Lucho Diaz on the left, and of course Darwin Núñez on the right. If for whatever reason Salah doesn't play, then maybe you switch Diaz over to the right, put Darwin to the left, and put Gakpo to the middle. But I hope we don't have that headache, because I hope Mo stays. So that is it from me, my friends. Over to you now to let me know your thoughts on the game. Look forward to reading them, and again, don't forget, we'll be live from 1 PM on Sunday right here for a watch along. Hope to see you then. Talk to you soon. Bye.